This is the dollar yen on the 60-minute time frame, and the time is 10:15 on a Sunday evening. The market has just opened. I actually had 3 or 4 things on the radar, but due to the gaps, Euro Aussie gapped 100 pips towards what would have been my target, and a few other things anyway. What's happened here though is there is a flag on the dollar yen, and this flag pattern, we've had the market gap up to my entry right to this level. So you can see here we've got a nice directional pole. We've actually got quite nice harmonic moves within the channel, and what we also have, this is actually an AB equals CD pattern that's occurred inside the channel. So we do sometimes see this, and it does provide very nice opportunities then to get involved in the market. So you can see there harmonic move or an AB equals CD pattern. We also have some fib confluence, so we have a 1414 extension, and then we have a 1618 inversion, which is what I love to see. And right at the structure level just here we have this level of structure, 1, 2, 3, and the market also has come into a 618 fib ratio. So this is a very nice looking flag pattern. 618 fib, we've got a 1414, 1618 inversion. We've got structure, we've got more structure here. That's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Very nice area here, and because that market had actually gapped up, it does mean that I can get my stop just 10 pips above this high here. So it's provided a very nice risk to reward here. So we're looking at 16 pips of risk for a reward of around 65. Playing for a 127 fib extension here, and that does come in at the psychological number 1300, so I'm actually just 1 pip above that as well. So very nice opportunity here. We'll come back to this in the morning and see whether or not we get close to targets. And we're back for the update on this trade, and when I checked it this morning I was stopped out, and I was stopped out by 1 pip. You can see that the market just came up to here, stopped me out by 1 pip, then rallied down and actually broke out of the channel. So what I've done now is I waited for price to come back up to this channel, and as you can see we do have a little structure shelf here where it held. It broke down and we've pulled back into it here, so I managed to get back into this trade. A bit sick, to be honest with you, because you know I lost the 16 pips there. Stop was in an appropriate place, 10 pips above the high here, just 1 pip out. It does mean now that I've re-entered and my stop has to go above the high here. Because we've had the breakout, it doesn't need to go any further back than that, and targets are still in the same place, so 54. So still got a good risk to reward, but you know, just a sickness that stopped me out by 1 pip. So we'll wait and see if I don't need to wait for a lower close here, simply because we have broken out of the channel and we've pulled back. So I can be aggressive in one way but conservative in another. Conservative because we have had the breakout, but nevertheless we could see a move all the way back up to the tops here, but I'm hoping here that we're going to see this turn and continue lower. We're here on the dollar yen, and I have just moved my target out the way just so that I can capture this thing hitting a couple of pips above. So we've just got 1 pip to go here. Looking like this is going to be for 62 pips. In actual fact, we are now just down at that psychological number, so I'm just going to exit that trade. So there we go. Lovely flag pattern for 60 pips. What I want to do is just show you something. Obviously on this trade I took a 16 pip hit, which really drove me insane because I was stopped out by 1 pip. But what I want to show you is, I think I said in this video, I know I've said it in other videos time and time again, if you want to work these trades these patterns, these channels, there are two ways that you can do it. The most conservative way is wait for the double top. Look what we did right here, we double topped. So we broke out of the channel, we came back up to retest the highs, and then boom, we dropped. Or you can look for the breakout of the channel and retest of the trend line here, which is exactly what I did. But nevertheless, there you go, a cracking trade there, even though I took a 16 pip hit. Still very, very profitable trade for 60 pips.